Alright folks, what we have here is the new 56 volt Ego battery powered rechargeable mower. Right now, as far as I can tell, it's available exclusively at Home Depot. We have this, and I just today picked up the hedge trimmer. The mower I've had for about a week now. Very happy with it. It performs beautifully. And hopefully that continues to be so. Just wanted to kind of show you a little bit of what this equipment can do as far as battery capacity. The walk behind comes with a 4 amp hour rechargeable battery. It is compatible with all the other Ego pieces of equipment in the line. The mower comes with a 4 amp hour. The hedge trimmer, their weed eater, their leaf blower comes with a 2 amp hour. So what I did today is I had this fully charged, ready to go. Had been charged for about a week. I put it on the hedge trimmer. My front hedges were in terrible need of trimming. I didn't do it at all last year, and it's just now July, and I just am getting around to it this year. Got this big pile here that I trimmed off. And I should say that this is a 24-inch bar on there. At first I was a little hesitant. I got it kind of on impulse. Wasn't sure if it was really going to perform as I had hoped. Pleased to say, it did rather well. I was actually a little bit surprised. And I really like the way they have the Deadman Switch on here. Because, as you know, when you trim hedges, you got to twist it this way, twist it that way to get all the little nooks and crannies in there. But the Deadman Switch is able to be actuated from any position. So you can hold it in virtually any position you need to without having to really strain or contort your fingers to keep the Deadman Switch pressed. Let's see here. Here's one hedge. As you can see, because I hadn't done them in so long, I really had to trim it back. So it's not going to look that great this year. But, and, yeah. So, yeah, that was me being a little lazy last year. And, oh well, that happens. So, after I trimmed this much off, get up to the pile here so you can really see what's there. It's a pretty decent sized pile. Used to be the battery powered equipment that had been previously available for the homeowner. It was pretty marginal. If you would have gotten through this pile in one battery charge, it would have been a miracle. Not only that, but some of it's pretty coarse stuff. So a lot of the equipment that had been previously available probably wouldn't have cut it very well. You would have been really struggling. I have to say, this did rather well. I really was surprised. Matter of fact, I was so hesitant at first, I went and picked up my dad's gas-powered one, just in case. I really planned on doing it with the gas. But I figured, what the hell, I owe it a shot anyway. I mean, I bought it and brought it home, so I might as well use it. So after I did all the hedge trimming with this, I took the battery right off of it, put it in here, and mowed the front yard here, which is all of this. And then mowed all of the back side yard, which wraps around the back of the house. You can see my two old mowers there. One of them is another battery powered one, Home Light. Actually still works really well. I got to replace a solenoid in it. And I used that as the excuse to buy the new one. So my parents will be getting the Home Light electric, because it still works very well. And because the solenoid went in that, I borrowed their gas one, which is sitting ahead of it. So right now I got 3 mowers here. But it mowed all of this, plus all the hedges on that one battery charge from the lawnmower. So that can give you a little bit of an idea of how much you could expect to mow with the Ego mower. And I should let you know that on the mower itself, I always bag with this. I don't mulch. And for the height, I keep it on the second to lowest setting. What I have found is when I let my neighbor use it, he has a much smaller yard than mine, probably half the size. And he had a fully charged battery when I let him borrow it. He did not even get through his whole yard. He got about 80% through it on one charge. But this is for a couple of reasons, though. He was mulching with it, which makes the mower work harder because it's cutting the same grass over and over and over again. So it's much less efficient power-wise than either bagging it or just letting it discharge. 2, the grass was wet, which obviously adds even more workload to the motor. The harder an electric motor has to work, the more it draws power. So the third reason was he had it on the lowest setting. I mean, it was like as low as it could get. Had he done it on the second setting like I do, and if it was dry, there's no doubt in my mind he would have made it through his whole yard and then some. But I just did the yard, I did that hedge clipping there, and I still have enough juice, according to the little blinking light on the back, to keep mowing some more. The way these are set up is that with the old style battery mowers, as power was kind of winding down, your battery was getting depleted, the motors you could hear and see the performance difference. You'd hear them slow down, they wouldn't cut as well. With this here, it gets to a cutoff. Once the voltage and the capacity gets to a certain point, it just shuts off. You're done. It says, okay fella, it's time to chuck this in the charger, wait 30 minutes, go get yourself a drink, cool off, and when you're ready, I'll be fully charged. So that alone is a massive improvement over the previous generation battery mowers. One thing I really do like on this, with the old style bags on these electric mowers, you had to, if you got it clogged up inside with wet grass or who knows what, you had to take the bag off of the mower and then set that aside and then lift up the cover and then put your hand in there, clean it all out and everything, and then hook everything back up again. Well, with this you don't. You simply lift up on the chute and there's your opening right there. So you can just lift up on this here with one hand and then just clean out the chute with the other while still leaving the bag attached to the mower. So that alone is a huge convenience feature, at least for me. When I realized that, I was like, oh geez, why haven't they done that right from the beginning? Another big benefit to this mower, it's half of the weight of a conventional mower. Now some people are going to be like, well, that means it's half as durable. I don't believe that to be true. I think people will be very pleasantly surprised. And part of the benefit to them of cutting the weight where they did is the deck shell is all composite material, which means, say it with me now, it's not going to rust. There's virtually nothing on this that is going to rust. It's either aluminum or plastic of some sort, a polymer. The only thing that I've noticed right off the bat that is steel is the frame for the bagger. That's all steel. And the latching mechanism right here, that is steel. The axles for the wheels, and the T-handle for the height adjustment is steel. That's really it. And as I said, it's all plastic. So when you mow in some wet grass, you can literally just, bingo, it's out of there. And it's not gonna stick to the underside of your deck and eat away at the paint and start rusting and just be a general mess and shorten the life of your mower. Toss this into the over there. So I mean, that is a huge benefit to me. This mower should last an awful long time. It's got a 5-year warranty on the mower and 3 years on the battery for homeowner use. If you're using this for business use, I don't know how they would know, but you know, your warranty gets cut. I think it cuts it in half if you use it for business use. Oh, this does have LED headlights as well, and they are on right now. No, they are not meant for you to use them in pitch black conditions, but in low light when it's starting to get dark, yeah, you can turn it on. It might help you see some stuff that maybe, you know, kids left in the yard or something like that if you're not paying attention, or maybe it'll help you dodge that pile of dog crap that you missed. I don't know. But so far I'm very happy with it. Another thing, flip those down, that slides in, lock that, grab this, and take this off, close that, and bam. There's no little T-handles to unscrew and fiddle with and get pissed off at, and they get rusty and then they don't want to move. Collapsing this thing down is a pleasure, and like I said, it weighs half of what a conventional lawnmower would. And if you want, in your garage, when you're done with it, it sits right on end, so you can put it right up against the wall. So it makes even storing it very convenient. So that's about it. I think you'd be very pleased with it.